Hello everyone, welcome to Makeup and Recovery. Today we are going to talk about how important it is to be honest. I think as addicts, maybe just as human beings, we don't really, we just lie. Like that's just our thing. Like we lie to be cooler, we lie so we don't get in trouble, we lie because lies sound better than the truth. Whatever the reason is, so like just human nature is to lie for some reason, which makes no sense to me. But especially as like an addict, we go through our whole addiction just lying because we don't want to face the truth. Even like when we first it's hard. Like first when I got into recovery, everything that I spit out of my mouth was a lie. I really didn't want to be clean. I really didn't know what I wanted. So I just lied. I told everyone the opposite of really how I felt. Oh yeah, I want to be here. I want to do this. When in reality, if I really just been honest and told the truth, maybe somebody could have helped me. Like figure out that I want recovery sooner than later. The weird thing is that we believe our own lies. Like we know it's a lie, but we tell the lie so much that we start to believe it. At least that's how I am. If I tell a lie more than once or twice, 3 times, like then I start to believe it. And then I'm believing in this false hope or this lie that I'm telling myself because it either sounds better than the truth or worse than the truth. And like when we get into recovery, it's really important that we start being honest. And it might not be like the first week or the first month, but for me, it took me probably, I'm trying to think right now, probably about 5-6 months to even be like fully honest with like people around me and like with myself. You know, I told lies to make myself feel cooler than I was, feel less than I was, feel more than, because lies sound so much better than the truth. It's really important when we get into recovery to be honest with ourselves more than the more people around us. I think once we start being honest with ourselves, we learn how to be honest with other people. And through working the steps and doing a 4-step and, really truly knowing who you are inside, it's so much easier to be honest. Because really, for the first, we still somewhat believe the lies. We believed that even though we're in recovery, and this is why so many people go back out, because they're believing the lies that, oh, I'm okay if I go back out, like, it's not going to be as bad as it is, and you get a little time clean, and you're like, oh, my life wasn't that bad, and, like, we believe all these lies, even though those lies got us into recovery. Like, we believe that life wasn't that bad, even though we're sitting in a basement of a church, around all these other addicts whose life has really gotten that bad. But yet we go back out because we don't want to tell ourselves the truth that, yes, I am an addict, that I have problems, I have issues, I need to work through them. And drugs maybe are not the answer. But we go back to drugs because it's the easy way out. So I think, like, really what's important to me is, like, being honest with myself, because still today I can tell myself so many lies, like so many crazy lies, and I start to believe them. Like, oh, I don't need this. Oh, I'm better off without this. It's just crazy to me, and I've been coming around for a while, but I still tell myself, oh, maybe meeting's not for me. Maybe I can go to less than I do, and maybe I don't need one every week. And, I've been doing good for a while, so, and like those kind of behaviors, and like if I start believing those, like that will lead me back into active addiction. And I know that like what got me clean in the beginning is what's going to keep me clean at the end. Yeah, maybe I don't need to go to a meeting every day, but I still need to go to meetings. I still need to work the steps. I still need to be honest with myself instead of feeding myself all these lies that make no sense at all. So, I don't know, moral of the story is like be true and honest to yourself. Like do honest things. Like do stuff without a motive in it. Like we do so much things from because we want this person to like us, we want that person to like us. We say stuff out of our mouths that's not true because we're scared of what other people are going to think. And like the reality of the situation is we don't have to be scared of what other people are going to think because we've done the same thing. Like I know that's me. Like I say a lot of us, but I know me. I was scared that people weren't going to like me for whatever reason was possible. So I told all these lies, but in reality I never had to lie because you guys have done the same thing I've done, and I've done the same thing you've done, and we're almost the same people when it comes to addiction. So why am I fearful? So I think it's a lot. Fear of what people are going to think of you. And I don't know why, like, what people think of you is so important, but it is. And I think especially because like when we get into this, we don't have friends and we don't know people, and like we moved to a different place, and like I moved to a different place and I didn't know anybody. I think that it's very important that we become honest in the beginning. Even though like for me that wasn't my truth, I wasn't honest in the beginning. And I see it so much now, like other people who aren't honest and like they get honest, and like that relief of being honest, and like how it like just transforms them as a person. I don't know, it's really cool. It's really cool how recovery works, because you get to see these people come from like being done with addiction to like going through the program and then going through the steps and becoming willing and becoming honest. Like that's like the real cool thing, is like when that person just becomes honest with you, can become honest at a table and not be fearful of what people are going to think of them, because they realize like we're the same people. We've done it too. So, moral of my story, get honest. Get honest with yourself. Get honest with the people around you. In and out of addiction, be a respectable human being, and like stop lying. Lies get you nowhere. Once you become honest with you, you become honest with everyone else around you, then recovery is possible. Because if you keep lying to yourself, you'll never give yourself this miracle. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, for me, I lied. I didn't want to be here. I didn't believe it. Even though it was, like, right in front of my face, I just kept lying to myself, saying, oh, I'm okay. And then I kept going back out. And I was wondering why I was going back out. But I can manipulate everyone around me, including myself, tell myself a whole bunch of lies, and believe it. So, I don't know if any of this is really making sense. Sorry, touching my hair. But, get honest. I think that if more of us become honest, more of us can stay here. More of us can get clean. It starts with you. So tell yourself one honest thing. Stop lying to yourself. Stop manipulating yourself. Give yourself an honest try. And life gets better. I promise. And that's all I got today. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Hit subscribe wherever it is. I have no idea. I think it's here or maybe here. Who the hell knows? But subscribe. Honesty. Get honest. Bye, guys.